No, Modi, in fact, has been devolving upon polarization and that ideology and philosophy of Andhota. And Modi, being a leader of BJP is fully involved with RSS. RSS is the arm wing of BJP, so that is going to continue. And one thing is for sure that India, it's up to the Indian population to elect their leader, and it's over 1.4 billion population. And if Modi has been able to mobilize on the basis of polarization, on the basis of violation of human rights, well, the world is there to witness it. But basically, a democratic country, whatever slogan they raise and whatever slogan they make for the election campaign, if their people like it, at least the segment of people who elect their leaders. So it appears that he is going to make it because the recent election, which was conducted just a couple of days ago, BJP showed a performance in which they were able to snatch two seats from Congress, the Rajasthan seat and as well as another seat. They snatched it from the Congress, and which means that BJP, along with its other subsidiaries, they were able to be successful in not only polarizing but mobilizing, I would say. And Chhattisgarh province is one where BJP, out of 90 constituencies, they were able to make it in 54 constituencies. And if we draw this parallel with what BJP has been really performing, again, it's up to the people of India to gauge and judge during the voting process. From 2014, this polarization, this Hindutva mindset is started, and we have seen several reports of the religious freedom by the United States, and they very clearly indicated about how there are people from other religion are marginalized, and that report is clear evidence as to how things are going and how BJP is mobilizing people and attracting them to vote for them. And also in 2020, BJP won 303 seats, 303 seats out of 545, I guess. And that was again a good victory in a way that they were able to have about 28 states and 8 union territories, out of which they made about 3/4 of the seats which they were able to pocket about it. So all these indicators, what is we are having, it appears that Modi is going to make it in the 2024 election. But what impact, your fundamental question, what impact is going to have on the region? Well, India is a very big country, and India has its alliance now with the United States, and alliance through the defense agreements and defense MOUs, which they have signed over 6. So that by itself is going to play its role. And India somehow, with this alignment with the United States, they are one of those players who form the overall strategy for the containment of China. So that is foreign policy of the United States, and containment of China is at the top of their agenda. India and the probable forthcoming government of India, again, this BJP-run government, and perhaps Modi again getting selected, it appears there is going to be no change. So far as the Gulf countries concerned, Modi was able to make his strides. Several countries, he got some rewards also. And this time, if he won, it would only further augment what he has been advocating in those countries. And the overall canvas of the region, where we having conflicts like Gaza, we having other conflicts in other countries like Sudan, although it's in Africa, but still, it always has its own impact. But fundamentally, Pakistan and India, it boils down to one thing. Unfortunately, the relationship during Modi time has not been very promising, and there was no progress whatsoever in the confidence building measures, CMB, or in any other measure. But one thing was encouraging, that the ceasefire line was maintained, and that temporary ceasefire, that is a line of control also, that remained under control. So it appears that they are going to continue with that, and the expectation in Kashmir, Modi, if elected, if he can reverse what he has already done, 370 constitutional amendment, Indian constitutional amendment, and of 370 abrogation of it, and also 35A. So both of it, it doesn't seem during Modi time it's going to be reverted back. Rather, Kashmiris and Kashmir, they would continue to be dominated, and they would continue to be suppressed. And my fear is that BJP-run government has succeeded to its greater extent in trying to convert or trying to gain majority in or change the demography of the Kashmir. So that is going to be a big setback to the proponent of the human rights and in this region, in the geopolitical canvas also, because Kashmiris have been struggling for the last over 7 decades. So that seems to be a setback in the offing, further setback in the offing, because during Modi's government, the occupied Kashmir was really suppressed to its maximum extent, to the extent that there are 2 Human Rights Commission which was published, and they are full of all the atrocities and full of all the human rights violation. It appears that there is nothing, there's not going to be anything different this time. Yes. Conflict of Gaza, the Iran issue, and the region which could be engulfed into this conflict. And if that happens, India would also be playing its part, because India is a very strong ally of United States. So which means that India until now is going very subtle in terms of its diplomacy towards Israel. But once the conflict, if it expands the way it appears that it might as well expand, then in that case, India perhaps would have to choose the side.